Miss Survival have just released 0.6.0 Progress Update number 4. Alongside that, we actually got a release date, which I'm absolutely buzzing for. The test branch is scheduled to go live on July the 30th. After that, he reckons it's going to take another 2 or so months before uploading to the default branch. Very, very excited for this one. We only have just over, 5 weeks to wait? Not long in the grand scheme of things. Now, Progress Update number 4 includes loads of awesome new things, such as the new log carrying system, item harvesting, new item display racks, which looks so cool, brand new vending machines and more interactive objects, different infected models, new flamethrowers, vehicle reworks, and loads of other stuff. If you are a fan of Mist Survival, subscribe to the channel, drop a like in the video, and stick around for much more Mist content. Now, the first thing I'm not really much of a fan of, but I do like it at the same time, and that is the log and large item carrying system. Now, beforehand you were able to place logs in your inventory and just move them around like that, but now with this new system you have to carry logs in bunches on your shoulder or place them inside a vehicle. Now, we'll still be able to dismantle the logs, chop them down, do all of that stuff with them, but instead of having loads in your actual backpack now, you'll have to carry them singly, which is a bit of a pain in the ass, but it's still going to be okay, especially if you've got a vehicle. And then the next big thing is the new item display cabinets, which absolutely look awesome. Now, as you can see here, there's items that you can place in there, such as weapons. You can place armor in there, and you'll be able to place every weapon that you've got, which I actually really like this idea, and it does take away a little bit of that pain of actually having things in all these separate boxes and in cupboards. You're actually going to have those items that you really want and really need inside a weapon storage cabinet. And you'll also be able to place things in there, like helmets and other random bits that you want to place on the shelves. And then the next one, which looks absolutely phenomenal, is the actual storage rack, which has something very, very cool on it. As you can see here, there is a sort of ammo storage box. There's several of those, to be precise. There's 6. So I think that's one for every ammo type. I can't remember exactly how many ammo types we've got, but you'll be able to store up to 250 rounds in those boxes. So this is going to free up a hell of a lot of storage space, especially when you've just got random loot lying around, or you're pretty late game stage and you've got a lot of equipment. You're going to need somewhere to put it all. And having these racks is definitely going to help things. And you can also modify things on the racks, which looks really, really cool. But the main point of this, I think, that the best thing is the ammo storage. Because storing all your ammo in random loot boxes, as cool as it is, and, you know, it takes forever. And it's a pain in the ass, especially if you can't remember where you've logged everything. And then next we have vending machines and interactable items. Now, the vending machines are really, really cool. You can get liquids from them, well, obviously food and stuff, and then you've got tills, registers, a lot more interactable items around the world. As well as seeing here, we're seeing some new locations, which you haven't yet seen, and I'm quite excited for this. I do love the way the vending machine interaction goes as well. I think that's really cool. You pop your coin in and then you just give it a slap and it works. I mean, it's like real life, but normally you have to shake it a lot more and then an alarm goes off. But still, interactable objects, very excited for this. Hopefully we can use more than vending machines. I know there's probably plans to add more things down the line. There's also been some major changes to the way that the infected will now roam, work, and attack. There's been a basic major overhaul of the animations and their behavior, which I like the idea now, and the infected do look different as well. There's several different models in there rather than just the same old model. They look cool, they roam around a little bit more freely. The running animation looks so much cooler. It's so much cooler than what it did beforehand. I absolutely love the way that they come at you. They're just so brutal, so fast. They always have been, but I think with these new reworks and the new animations and character models, it's just going to look and feel a lot more scary. But don't worry, because we've got a brand new weapon to take these guys on with, and that is the flamethrower. The flamethrower looks absolutely insane. It is absolutely massive. And I hope that this is going to work against nests as well, because nests are a pain in the ass, and crafting Molotovs, having them on you all the time, is also a little bit of a pain in the ass. But if you've got this with you, you'll be able to take down the infected and the nests all at the same time. Hopefully that's how it's going to work, but not 100% sure yet. Now next is vehicle rework. There's also going to be adding a new vehicle, which is the ATV trailer and the caravan system, which we've gone over the caravan system a little bit in previous updates, but now there's an actual trailer that goes with your ATV, which looks really cool, and you can sit your little doggo on the back there like that, just have him chilling. I liked all the animation, not the animations, the rework, sorry, that he's done to the actual vehicles. They look cool. We'll be able to fill gas tanks up properly now with an animation as well. So you'll be filling up the actual fuel tanks in your vehicles rather than doing it straight through the engine itself. The interior of the vehicles as well has seen some work, which I like the look of them. It looks really cool. And from what we can see in this video, they don't look as sort of janky as they have done before, which I like that. And then obviously we've got the caravan system, which we've gone over that before, and it just looks cool. It's going to be an awesome mobile base, being able to dock a caravan onto your truck and just take it wherever you want, fill it up with as much crap as you can possibly get in there, and then drive it home. Or have a complete mobile base that you can move around and go wherever you want, because we're going to need to be able to do that now, with the major map rework and the map being a whole different size to what it was beforehand. And then we've got some new gas mechanics. The new gas mechanics basically center around the propane bottle. Your propane bottle is going to serve as a means to collect gas from various sources, including gas canisters and other gas-emitting entities, such as the bloat, which is an alpha mutant in the game. So when you defeat the bloat, it will release a green gas which you can extract the gas generator gland from it by placing this gland into a DIY gas cylinder. You'll be able to utilize the propane bottle to split the gas for various purposes. So yeah, that sounds confusing, but sounds quite cool. And then as you can see here, we'll come across propane bottles dotted around, which we'll then be able to use to actually fill up gas cylinders, which we'll be able to use for the flamethrower and various other things which we don't actually know yet, but hopefully we'll get to see a little bit more on those soon. There's also going to be a whole bunch of new interactable items that we'll be able to store in our inventory, carry around and use as and when needed. So another use here, as you can see for the propane tank, is this little mini grill, which, you know, you get your caravan sorted out nicely, you've got yourself a nice mini grill, you've got a mobile base, you can cook your dinner, you can go to sleep, you can store everything in it. This thing is going to be awesome. You're going to be able to build a nice self-sustaining home base. Once 0.6.0 releases, this is going to be the biggest and the best update that Myst has ever seen. Now, another thing that they've gone through is massive bandit reworks. Loads of bandit behavior changes, loads of reworks to how they actually operate, which is going to make bandit fighting a little bit more complicated. So beforehand, it was really the mutants that were the pain. But now bandits are going to be a little bit more switched on, a little bit more focused on you, and especially when it comes to the snipers. The snipers are going to be a little bit more quick to the trigger, and yeah, you're going to have to watch out for those. Snipers already in the game are very deadly, so that's going to be something that you need to be more on edge for. Beforehand, going out in the day, coming across bandits wasn't really too much of an issue, but now it can be. And then we've got our first proper look at the new mutant, which we just spoke about, the bloat, which looks so damn cool. We have seen glimpses of... And then we have a proper look at the new mutant, the bloat. We have seen glimpses of this guy beforehand, but nothing this detailed. Absolutely love the look of this guy. He looks terrifying. That's just... wow. Whether he's going to rival some of the bigger endgame bosses, don't really know, but he definitely looks like he will. And he's going to have some range on him with that weird sort of licky tongue face thing. There's also been some reworks to the tank as well. Tank is one of the guys that you come across in the underground tunnels, and the tank will now wield a powerful rocket launcher, and you can actually get it from him. All you need to do is defeat the tank, and then once you've defeated him, the rocket launcher will be dropped as loot. But bear in mind, the tank is not an easy guy to take down. And finally, there's been a whole host of works to the environment and level design, which all look absolutely stunning, and I cannot wait for this to drop. It's not long now. It's too long, but it's not long now. Loads of environmental work has gone in. You've seen glimpses of that throughout the video, and it just looks absolutely beautiful. I think this may potentially be the last map change that we'll be seeing on Myst, which is good, because there's been so many different maps. It's been a little bit all over the place. Now with this one giant map, which is pretty much a concoction of all of the previous maps rolled into one. I've only been around for 2 of the maps, this one and the one before this. I didn't play the game beforehand, but apparently the older maps were the better ones. So being able to see all these come together as one giant map is going to be absolutely amazing, and I cannot wait for it. Let me know what you think down in the comments about Myst Survival and devlog, well, update number 4. Absolutely buzzing. I cannot wait for this. I've been Wired. You've been awesome. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you very soon with some more Myst Survival.